Welcome back, Shade Squad. In this video, we're going to go open. We're going to talk about open. At the open, buy the open, take profit, rinse and repeat. Hit that like button in the next 5 seconds.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stock market show. Let's talk about open stock. I'm going to use my strategy here to buy open, ride the momentum to the upside. I made a video yesterday showing you my day trading strategy. I rarely day trade, but you know what? I'm liking the setup on this one. But I'm not going to go crazy. I've noticed a lot of people, they want to day trade. A lot of people are very delusional. They want to day trade and make their salary every day, which is like absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where people get this crazy idea that they're going to go into the market and make 50% every day. I don't understand. But what I do know is I'm going to buy 100 shares, ride the momentum, make my 20 to 50 bucks. That's what I'm shooting for. Not shooting for more, not shooting for less. Just good risk to reward ratio. Looking for 20. Either I'm going to lose 20 bucks or make 20 bucks or 25, whatever. We'll go here as soon as we get that crossover in the MACD. If you guys were watching yesterday's open video, I gave you the strategy, which, like I said, most people don't have the discipline to execute on it. Number one. Number two, people want to get rich quick, so they go all in and they don't take their loss because they don't want to lose, $5 grand real quick. But that's why you're not supposed to go all in. I'm just gonna buy right here. Let me see what I think. I just got filled at 647. So let me, if we can break out, we can get to 7 and then 8, but we'll see what happens. If we can break out here, we can get to 7 and 8. Unless there, if I see weakness on the way up, obviously I'll take the profit and run. But the strategy is MACD crossover, load up, and ride the momentum to the upside, take profit, rinse and repeat. So right now my stop loss is at 6.30. Because remember, you buy and then you set a stop loss underneath the candle, and that's it. Either I'm gonna lose 20 bucks here, or I'm gonna make 20 bucks plus. So 1 for 1 is what we're looking for. Obviously, everyone you know how people are. They're crazy. They want to jump into a day trade and make their salary in one day. Like, the only way you would even make your salary here on open day trading is if I don't think you even could. You'd have to buy like $500,000 worth of open yesterday at close, and right now that it's up 10%, then you'd have to take profit right now while you're up 10%, and then you'd make 50K on 500K. But the risk here is if you hold a bag, you're holding that bag all the way down. So it's like people don't think about the risk, number one. Number two, people want to make too much too fast. Be okay with 20 to 40 bucks. Be okay with 1 for 1 risk to reward. Too many people, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm in the green right now by like what, $4? Whatever. The only thing that I hate about day trading is just sitting here having to watch it, literally watching paint dry, candles print on a chart. It's very boring. That's why I don't do it. But I figured, as a demonstration to follow up yesterday's video, because I do believe we're going to get some momentum to the upside, even if it is just for the first 30 minutes. I'll make my money and get out. We'll see how far it goes. It has to break above, right now, it has to get above 657. If we can get above that, we go to 670, then 8, not 8, then 7, and then 758 basically is what I'm thinking. We'll see though. We'll see, because Nvidia is showing weakness today. Nvidia looks like it wants to tank, which is fine. I like Nvidia long term, but if we have weakness across the markets, we're probably going to see weakness on open as well. So I told you guys yesterday, hey, I don't sell just yet. It's looking pretty good for a short squeeze. So yeah, right now buyers are taking control of the share price. Again, let me reiterate, I know what I'm doing. I have my strategy. I respect my stop loss. I've given people my strategy, and there's people who just don't respect their stop loss, and they're like, oh shit, I'm sure it's going to come back up, and then they're holding like a 50% down, position because they refuse to take the loss, and they go in big as well. So there we go. Looks like it's trying to break out here above that level, short term. Buyers are showing up. Sellers kind of getting, they're getting the boot here. So yeah, the crossover already happened, as you can see down there. White line crossing the yellow line. I'm in at 647, so I'm just sitting here, just waiting. I'm going to move up my stop here to 638, the bottom of the previous green candle. That's just the thing I do. I'm just moving up my stop loss. As it moves up in my favor, move up my stop loss to the point where it's at a break even. And then if it does come back down, then whatever. I take a few cent loss, whatever. If I take a 1 penny loss, whatever. 5 cent loss, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm the kind of person that does move up my stop loss. I know some people don't. I do. Because if there's momentum to the upside, it shouldn't stop you out. It should not come back and take you out if there's enough strength. If there's weakness from buyers, it'll stop you out, right? So the theory is, if there's momentum, it won't stop you out. You'll make your money. If momentum starts to wane, then I'll just exit, take my 20, 50 bucks, whatever. Depends on how far it goes, right? We'll see how far this goes today. But again, we're day trading. The thing about day trading is you're looking to get in and out, and it depends on what time frame you're trading. I'm trading the 3-minute time frame. So of course I'm looking to get in and out real quick, right? With my 20 to 50 bucks. Again, depends on the volatility of the stock. This one, again, if it can break out, we can see, 670, then 7. Short term. We're looking at short term time frames here, of course. So we have to think that way. But I think if you're day trading like a 10-minute or 15-minute, then maybe the strategy wouldn't work. Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried my MACD strategy on higher time frames. I just stick to the 3-minute. 1 minute is too low of a time frame, in my opinion. Can give you some false signals. So 3-minute is the reason I use. It's the reason I use that time frame, because it's pretty reliable on most stocks. But yeah, that's not including adjustments made to the MACD numbers. But that's a whole another in-depth topic that I don't want to talk about. I know some of you are hearing this and going, "Man, this guy so technical." Yeah, I mean, I'm up now. What, almost 20 cents? I think I could move up my stop loss to break even right now to 647. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. I'm going to move my stop loss to 647 at break even now. See what I mean? If the momentum is there, the strategy works. You wouldn't want to use this strategy, this MACD strategy, on something that doesn't have the momentum behind it, because it's just not going to go anywhere, and you'll just keep taking losses unnecessarily. So it's about using this strategy on the right stocks that have the momentum more than anything. I told you guys yesterday, I'm like, if we get that short squeeze, I'm jumping in tomorrow for a day trade. Again, I'm not crazy like some people. Some people want to, throw 30K at it and make thousands of dollars right away. That comes with a lot of risk, because if it doesn't move in your favor, you're probably not going to want to take a $1,000 loss. You're probably going to be like, I only lose when I sell. I only lose when I sell shades, so I'm going to hold the bag. And then they hold it away all the way down, right? So, and then they never recover, usually is the case. So we're not about that. We're not about that on this channel. We're about executing strategy and making our money and getting out. It's at 670. I would expect some resistance here at around the 70s. Short term, and then we'll see if we can break out to 7. But if I see a red candle show up around here, I might just take the profit and run, because I'm already up like 20 bucks. About 20 bucks. Yeah, look at that wick right there. I'm probably going to hit the sell button if this turns into a big red candle, or like some kind of wick. That's a wick right there, if I've ever seen one. We'll see how it closes though. But if I see sellers show up, I might just take take the 20 bucks. That's another thing, is some people, they're so greedy that they don't take their money. They just let it come back down and hold the bag. In this case, if it comes down, it stops me out at break even. So after the order gets filled, I lose maybe a few cents, whatever. I just hit the sell button here. I'm out at 667. So I made 20 bucks. 20 bucks in what? How many candles are there? 3, 6, 9, 12? Yeah, so 12 candles. No, in 10 minutes, sorry. At the bottom right corner, you'll see the time. So 20 bucks in 10 minutes, that's not bad. What is that? That's like $120 an hour, technically speaking, if you were to do the math on that. So yeah, 20 bucks after tax, I keep what, 16, 15, somewhere on there, depending on what country you're from, I guess. But yeah, 20 bucks. I saw that wick up there at 670, kind of made me hesitant. So whatever, we're looking at day trade, right? We're day trading a 3-minute time frame, so you're looking to get in and out anyways. Yeah, there you go. I think I proved that my strategy works. But again, it's a strategy that's for people who are disciplined. If you don't have the discipline, and if you're gonna go big, go home, all that nonsense, then it's not for you. The strategy is not gonna work for you. Yeah, it's not a strategy if you don't follow the rules of and you remove the stop loss. There was one Polish girl who would always buy a stock in a trading range, and then she would make money when it would go to the top of the range, and then when it would come back down to the bottom of the range, she would buy again, and then if that bottom of the range didn't hold and it broke down, she wouldn't take the loss. She would hold it down and then take the loss later, and then she'd actually end up in the red overall. So even if she won 3 trades in a row, abusing that trading range, the one time it breaks down, she does not respect the stop loss, and instead ends up taking a bigger loss on that one trade that offsets all the gains that she made on the other 3, which is kind of stupid when you think about it. But people hate losing. People hate it, and I get it. But you also, you know what I hate more? You know what I hate more? Holding a big bag, because I've been there, and I know from experience. And it's just better to take the loss and keep your money and live to fight another day. Basically, is what it comes down to. Unless you're like a trucker making 100K, then maybe you can afford to hold a big bag, and then you can, get another 30K and throw it in the markets. I guess at that point, if you're making that kind of money. Trucker Jeff is who I'm talking about. But yeah, anyways, I think this is it for Opendoor. We'll see where it goes from here. There you go. Open. Let's switch over and analyze real quick what's happening on the smaller and the higher time frames. All right, so fast forward a little bit, and you can see here on the daily time frame, it did hit that high of 670s. What did I tell you? 70s is probably where it's going to find some resistance. And it's getting pushed down right now. It's at 630. So if I had not sold for that 20 bucks, and if I was greedy, I probably would have taken a small like penny loss or whatever, because I moved my stop loss. I mean, I talked you through it. So if you've been watching this whole video, you know already. Again, it's easy for me to say all this because I know my strategy like the back of my hand. I respect my stop loss and all that. I move up my stop loss. I'm not greedy. If there was momentum today to the upside, we would have broken out to 7+ and I would have made more. But I saw some weakness there at 70s, especially with that red candle showing up in that wick. That just kind of like, that's not something you want to see. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, well, I think I have to hit the exit button here because that's not what you want to see. You want to see green candle after green candle. You want to see strength. Let me show you what this big green candle right here, that was yesterday. Let's just look at that real quick. You can see here crossover happened, and whatever you bought here, stop loss here, and green candle after green candle after green candle after green candle. If I had day traded it, I would have bought at 524 and sold it around probably 550. So actually I would have made still the same 20 bucks maybe. Maybe that's just stock specific as well. But look at this here, another crossover, green candle after green candle after green candle, one red candle, green candle, green candle. Like that's what you want to see, this kind of strength. Seeing a red candle up here, it's kind of right at a important level. That's kind of important to recognize, because if there's a red candle on the way up but there's no close by resistance, then it's just a small little pullback as we gravitate towards the next level. You got to think of these levels as a magnet. There's a magnet there, and it's inevitably going to go back to that level. So it kind of, the fact that I saw that red candle here and I sold off was a good call, obviously, in hindsight. Imagine if I was an idiot, I would have loaded up like 100K shares up here like an idiot, and I'd be holding a bag all the way down right now. I'd be down like quite a bit too. I don't know how much I'd be down if I bought 100K of this, but believe it or not, there are people who do that. They buy like 6 figures worth at a top, and they just hold it all the way down. No risk management. Part of risk management is, first of all, not just going all in like crazy, but yeah. So there you go, guys. I think open here. I think the market is, I'm seeing big Amara stock coming on down. So there's weakness, right, in the markets right now. Yeah, VU is VTI, SPY is down, Netflix, Amazon, all the big boys are down. SoundHound, Microsoft is down. I think Microsoft might be good for calls, and Nvidia as well. Calls, leaps. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Rigetti, APLD, BBAI. This is the time to get excited. If you're interested in all these other stocks on my watch list, because when they come down cheap, that's where the opportunity is, not when it's like all the way up here. If you're gonna buy up here and chase, you better have strategy and respect it. And I just showed you that. Again, if I didn't have strategy, I'd be like, oh guys, I guess I'm holding a big bag. Woo, we're gonna ride it all the way down and then back up. Like, no, screw that. Screw that. Hell no. So stocks are yeah. Bitcoin is red. Yep. So I think I said this at the beginning of the video. If we're gonna see weakness across the markets, we're probably gonna see open drop as well. Anyways, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. There's gonna be so much opportunity. When stocks drop, I get excited. When stocks start running, I get bored because it's like, oh, I'm making money, cool, whatever. I want cheap. I want discounts. Look at our stock. Look at all these idiots that bought the top at 380s. We're not gonna buy up there. We're gonna buy down here at that purple line. And we'll get a 43% discount. I even measured it out for you. So that's that's the big play. Consider it a freebie. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't click off just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this year's bonus play with Netflix stock. If you want to learn more about this play, check out the video in the description below. There will be a link, and you can see the potential for 25 to 50% on this bonus play. So Netflix stock, just a real quick rundown. Trends on the yearly for the past 13 years. It's only had 2 red years and 11 green years. Let that sink in. Again, check it out. Great bonus play. Now let's move on to the next part of the video. That's it for this episode of the Stock Market Show. Patreon.com/shadesandtrades if you want to join the private Discord for trade alerts. As you can see here, Shane, cool, thanks, man. I made over 50%. I'm really excited. I really appreciate your work. I did take profit. I love this. Jeff, advice on when to buy and sell makes the difference of thousands of dollars. $50 a month is well worth it. Virgilus, Shades Houstings, sitting on 1,600 shares of Sound, up 21%. Shall I keep holding? So again, patreon.com/shadesandtrades for trade alerts. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys. Risk is managed, I let it dance.